Throwing a tennis racket over the fence is used by some players to improve their serve. Venus and Serena did this as kids and they have amazing serves. So it's logical to think that throwing a tennis racket over a fence will help you serve, because on the surface these two actions seem identical. But to really answer the question whether this will help your service motion, we must take a look at the biomechanical differences between throwing a tennis racket versus serving a tennis ball. So the key biomechanical difference between a throwing motion and a service motion is the timing of the torso rotation. This is irrelevant whether you're throwing a ball or actually throwing a tennis racket. The timing of the torso rotation on the throw will always happen before the release of the forearm. So in order to throw the racket, we must rotate first and then release the forearm. While on a tennis serve, we're not doing that. We're delaying the torso rotation, and we are going to hold the body position sideways, and then we're going to extend the arm, pronate, and rotate into the contact. Even if you throw a ball or a racket at a higher trajectory, the release point might change, but the timing of the torso rotation will not. You are still propelling the object that is thrown forward, and the torso rotation will happen early as a result of that. If you're throwing a football, for example, or even throwing your racket over the fence in order to warm up your shoulder, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, many high-level players will often throw a football in order to loosen up and warm up their shoulder before a match. However, if you have technical deficiencies on your serve and are throwing in order to improve your serve, this will not work because of the very unique timing of the torso rotation on a tennis serve. And this includes throwing a tennis racket over the fence. While throwing a racket over the fence and serving might look identical on the surface, the key difference is the timing of the torso rotation, and that's what makes a tennis serve very unique. Only on a tennis serve will you rotate into the contact, extend the arm, and pronate simultaneously. So in order to learn that, you must practice a serve within the context of the entire service motion.